All right. Hey, Surge teachers and anybody else who wants to do this. So if my PK leaders as well. Here's some extra games I've added. I'm going to run you through how these work, some real quick details on how to run these, and I think these will help in our classrooms. So the first one is just doing a real life game of Guess Who. So split your group up into 2 teams. And I would just, unless you have a massive group of kids, have them in 2 lines, have them stand next to each other, and have one person who's like the guesser step in front of them. And then you're going to have each team have your captain pick a person, tell you, the teacher, who it is, so they don't cheat about it. But then it's just like Guess Who. So the guesser will ask a question. Does your person have brown hair? And if the answer is no, then he can have all of the kids on that team that have brown hair sit down. So like he'll have them sit down, and everybody else who doesn't have brown hair stays standing up. And you just like play through it that way, and then say, is it Kaylee? And it'll be like, yes, it is Kaylee, and that team wins. And it's just, you go back and forth with your questions, just like Guess Who. Same rules, but it's more fun using actual kids. Another game is Ninja. It's an easy game to play. Have all of the kids line up and make a big circle, and then you go one at a time, clockwise around the circle. The kids can get into whatever pose they want. And then every time that is their turn, they get 1 move to try to chop another kid. Your objective is to never get touched. Each kid gets a reaction movement. So if their arm's out and they try to get chopped at, they can move their arm back and not get hit. It's last one standing wins. So have fun with that as much as you want. It's easy and kids like to play it. Another one is signs. With this game, every kid picks a sign. So your sign could be you tug on your ear, or you tap your forehead, or you stand up and then sit back down, or you tap your shoulder. And the way that this works is you'll have one kid in the middle who's trying to find the sign, and everybody else is passing the sign around the circle, and you're trying not to get stuck with it. So anytime someone sends you the sign, so say my sign was tap on the shoulder, someone taps on their shoulder, then I have to tap on my shoulder to receive it, and then make someone else's sign. So say Jimmy's sign was touching his nose. I would go receive the sign and then pass it by touching my nose. And then Jimmy has to receive the sign by touching his nose, and then send it over there by doing a pointing motion. Whatever that sign is. And so you pass the signs around. And then the person in the middle is like, do you have it? No? Do you have it? Yeah. It just goes like that. It's a fun game. And then I'm going to skip the 3 that say YouTube. I'll show you those in a second. And then Ultimate Football. Whatever ball you have in the room will work. The softer, the better. Essentially, what I would do with this is kids can move around as much as they want, but when they have the ball, they cannot move. And so their objective is to get the ball from one side of the room all the way to the other. They can like toss it to each other, and they're trying to get it into the end zone or whatever. If the ball touches the ground, then the ball goes to the other team, which has been playing defense, and they're trying to get the ball back the other way. They can't move when they have the ball in their hands. They can only toss it, pass it to someone else. This game is more difficult to run, but it might work if you got the right group of kids and you think it'll work. And then I have four websites listed. The first one is called Little Alchemy. I'll show you these real quick. So Little Alchemy, these are all games that you can put up on the screen and just have kids tell you what to do. These are just fun things that keep them occupied. So this one, it's called Little Alchemy. the point is you can just drag these little elements onto the thing and you can combine them. So like fire and water makes steam, and water and mud, or water and dirt makes mud. And so you can have kids like tell you, try to combine fire and fire, you know, and you like make all of these different things. And it's just a game where you create things. That's pretty much it. It's just a fun thing. Kids enjoy it. The next one is Wordle. Wordle's pretty easy. This is a Wordle Unlimited, so it's not just whatever the word of the day is. It just resets every time. So you can type in whatever your word is. So if I think it's thank, the A and the K are in the right spot. So now I'm going to try swalk. I don't know. Whatever. You know, you get the idea. You're trying to guess the word. It'll tell you which letters are in the right spot. It shows you the rules there. Your kids will know how to play it. The next one is countdown. When you press random fill, it'll just put letters up on the screen and then start a timer. All of your kids, have them try to create words out of only the letters that it gives. And then like for this one, you can have the word parse or something, and it's like and then you're trying to get the longest word, based on only using these letters in the time limit. So you can have kids do that. It's fun. And then, the last one is just Kahoot. These are really easy to run. Just click one. I should have you signed in to an account on your computers. You'll need at least, one person to join. So you can use the same browser and just open up another tab and join, or you can join on your phone, however you want to do it. But you'll need one other person to join in order to get the game to run. But then because all the kids don't have phones, so what you'll do is you'll just have them make guesses to the questions without actually getting points for them. And they'll do good with that. You can pick any of the games you want there. But those are really easy. Those are easy games to run. So those are fun. And then going back to those other games, I will post there are links to these and how to run them. Streets and alleys, you just have your kids line up in a grid. You say streets and they all connect their arms north and south. You say alleys and they have to connect their arms east and west. And you have two people that are trying to essentially playing tag. One person's it and one person's not, and they have to go around the kids, like in and through the streets and alleys, and you can change it at any time and they have to switch it. So it's kind of fun that way. The other game is Mini Gym Riot. It's just Olympics. You can create whatever you want. You create 4 different teams, and then he has a list of different events that you can run. And by events, it's just like how many push-ups can you do? Do a trivia thing. Rock, paper, scissors is an event. Like however you want to do it, and then your team can win points based on that, and they'll compete in that way. And then the Spy, also called Real Life Mafia. You have everybody line up. You pick one kid to be the mafia. You somehow tell them that quietly, secretly. So you like tap on their shoulder or something, and they know because you tapped on their shoulder that they're the mafia or the spy. And then everybody just walks around the space. They just keep moving, and similar to what you're gonna do is you're gonna have the spy walk around, and if the spy winks at someone, then they have to immediately, or they have to count to 3, and then lay down on the ground, and they are out for the rest of the round. And you can choose how many people that the spy has to get before they win. But people are trying to figure out who the spy is before the spy can kill everyone, essentially, or make everybody lay down on the ground. However you want to play it, but it's a pretty easy game. Kids like to play it, so I know that this is long. This is another 10-minute video, but these games are fun. They should help a little bit. And yeah, just wanted to give that to you. I'm going to keep looking for more games. I'll keep adding to these lists. But for now, here's what we got. So, and keep it up, guys. You guys are doing great. But here's some extra games for you. All right. See ya.